I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want.
We can always tweak the rules a bit. Welcome, soldiers and Kojima fans, to another Death Stranding video. You heard that right? You'll be hearing more of us in a lot of videos to come. Thank you for tuning into our channel's latest episode. You're watching PythonSelkan. Now, you might be wondering what's up with the title behind this video. A game director going to the moon, location scouting for a video game?
What the hell?
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Since day one of Death Stranding's reveal trailer, director Hideo Kojima immediately started hinting at various sci-fi elements, such as equations hinting at black holes and alternate dimensions being imprinted on Sam's necklace, or dog tags, which we now know are called cupids.
You can help me do that, yeah?
This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation.
As well as alien-like otherworldly creatures that were introduced in later trailers, giving the enigmatic title a Prometheus-like feel. In the recent release date trailer, Mads Mikkelsen's character, Cliff, can be seen speaking to us, the viewers, representing the baby in the incubator, while he states that we'll be able to go wherever we want, even the moon. Fans were quick to connect this statement to Kojima Productions' logo movie, where we see a mysterious character who Kojima keeps calling their mascot, Ludens, walking in what seems to be a moon-like environment.
Everyone sees this and obviously their mind goes to, well, how will this relate to the game, this character, you put all this effort into it. Will we see the Luden in the game in any form? Is this an enemy, or how, will it link to Death Stranding at all?
No, Ludens won't be in Death Stranding.
まあでもなんか皆さん作ってくださいこれでかなりアニメだ
But people can play with this character. You go ahead and put it in your fan work or whatever. Movies and stuff.
According to Hideo, Ludens is not related to Death Stranding in any way, let alone actually be featured in the game. But whether it's a Ludens keychain or a character bearing the name Ludens fan,
How you doing, Sam?
we've all seen hints of Ludens in the game, and if PT or Metal Gear Solid 5 were any examples to go by, fans should have gotten used to Kojima by now, being the kingpin of deception that he is.
皆さんの期待を裏切ると Do the same thing as me, betray your audience. There we go.
Getting back to the subject, all these hints suggest Kojima might be taking us players to the moon in Death Stranding. But would Kojima ever travel to the moon for location scouting? The man has done some crazy things, and we're pretty sure he has tons of crazy stuff already planned for the future. But traveling to the moon for location scouting would be a bit too much, even for Kojima.
When you first think of trying to go to space, you're not supposed to go to space. This is impossible. There's no air. You're not supposed to even be there.
でテクノロジーを使っていくんですけど、行くぞっていう絶対行ってやるっていう気持ちがないと絶対行けないです。
And in the end, we achieved going to space through the use of technology. But the first thing that you need to do that is the absolute conviction of I am going to go no matter what.
However, being the discreet genius that he is, Kojima would do the next best thing. Before the successful world-renowned Apollo 11 spaceflight, the mission that first landed humans on the moon, few people realize that Neil Armstrong and 30 other men had gone through field training in none other than Iceland, the very same place where Hideo Kojima location scouted back in 2014. Iceland is iconic for its dramatic landscapes, glaciers, and volcanic nature, serving as inspiration for many of the stunning locations we are now seeing in Death Stranding, such as the black sand beach, the gorgeous rivers, and mossy lava fields, as well as the giant craters. But one might ask, of all the countries in the world, why Iceland? Well, to put it simply, Iceland is the most moon-like place on Earth, standing on two tectonic plates, as well as the fact that the moon also has similar rocks to the ones on Earth coming from tectonic plate shifting or volcanic activity. makes the land an ideal candidate for NASA missions. Coincidentally, between July and August of 2019, the new MS-1 Mars prototype spacesuit was also put to test by climbing glaciers on Iceland, which could one day also be performed on Mars, further proving that Iceland is definitely the go-to country when it comes to space-related training. On a related note, on July 15, 2015, the astronaut monument was unveiled by the grandchildren of Apollo 11 astronaut Neil Armstrong outside the Exploration Museum in Husavik, Iceland. This monument commemorated the astronauts who trained for Apollo missions in Iceland. The monument in itself features 2 steel globes on top of 2 basalt columns, each representing the Earth and the Moon respectively.
You'll be able to go wherever you want, even the moon.
Despite seeing many of the game's stunning locations being inspired by this particular country, by location scouting in Iceland, Hideo Kojima stepped foot on the very same grounds astronauts trained on before they stepped on the moon. This strongly suggests that Kojima didn't just visit Iceland for the scenery, but he could have had a deeper intention in mind, one which might truly lead us to the moon in Death Stranding. This brings us to the end of yet another Death Stranding video. A little side note. If you're thinking of a place to travel, then consider Iceland as one of your next destinations. We traveled there a few months ago, and while we thankfully didn't come across any BTs, Iceland's out of this world as it's said to be. There's no place like it on Earth, only the moon. If you like this video and would like to see more interesting Death Stranding content, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll make sure to return the favor with content you won't find anywhere else. We're heading to that town next, so we suggest staying tuned. Lisa is waiting. If you enjoy watching our videos, then consider supporting us on Patreon. You can now help us improve and evolve our channel. In doing so, you'll be able to benefit from exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, sneak peeks from our upcoming videos, early access and many more. Head over to patreon.com/PythonSelkan for more. Until we meet again, PythonSelkan out.